Hey guys, today I just played the new Eve Valkyrie Warzone update, which basically adds some more content to the game, and the major feature that was added is basically, this game is now playable normally. So originally this was built up for VR, but today with the new update, they released it where you can play it on your PS4 or PC without a virtual reality headset. And with the online multiplayer, it's linked up, so basically you can play with other normal players while you're in VR, so that'll build up the online and make it more active. And so I just got done playing a few rounds, and I'd like to share a few of my just first impressions and let you guys know what I thought of it. The question I want to answer here today is this game good outside of VR? Now remember, I have only played a few rounds, so it's not like I've put, multiple hours into the game. I just played a few online matches to, get a feel for the game. So this review slash first impressions is subject to change. So actually, I gotta admit, first off, it was actually a lot better than I had imagined. I saw one of the reviews on Steam, somebody saying the controls were really clunky, and for a game like this, controls are everything pretty much to control your ship online and shoot the other ships. So I was curious, and I think that person probably judged it a little too quickly. The controls, I gotta admit, they were really weird at first. They're all floaty, but I do think that was kind of their intention. I think that they intended for the ships to be kind of floaty and move a little, not as fast as you imagine. But it took me a little bit, and I went into the control settings, and I changed the sensitivity to the absolute maximum. I would recommend setting the mouse sensitivity to the maximum. But once you set that up and you've played like 2 or 3 rounds, you actually, it does get really fun, I gotta admit. So I hopped into a multiplayer match right off the bat. You get to choose your ship. There was actually tons of ships to choose between, each with their own different abilities. So it was like heavy, there was automatic, there was support, there was all those different classes for each of the ships. So you'll get to test out a few of them and figure out which ones you like the best. And also right off the bat, I did notice, of course, the immersion was of course not as good in the PC version because, it's virtual reality versus a 2D screen. But the graphics still did hold up really well. They look really good. So this is the first round footage here, and as you can see, I'm just flying around everywhere. I think I only got like 1 kill in that entire footage, the whole match, because I was starting off and it actually wasn't very fun at the beginning. Until I got used to the controls, turned up the sensitivity, and really got into it for a minute or two, get used to everything, it started to pick up the pace after then. So yeah, so far the only complaints I'm really hearing about the game is just control-wise. People are just hating it. I don't know if they've turned up the sensitivity or how long they've put into it, but I really think that it does get really good after getting used to the controls for a few minutes. And that was really the only issue I had so far, basically the controls. And like I said, it just takes a little bit to get used to. Controls are floaty, but I do think that they intended that. I feel like, they were trying to go for that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just what I'm thinking. And yeah, so that was Eve Valkyrie Warzone. And my verdict so far is actually I can imagine myself playing the PC version a little more than the VR version. I just never could get myself to play the VR version, but I feel like there was something about the 2D version that was just a little more enjoyable to play. The only better reason for the VR is, the immersion, and the game's still really good in VR too, but I really do think that it's a little better in the 2D version. And so yeah, you can pick this up for $30. You get both PC and VR version. They're the same game. It has online multiplayer, it has crossplay, it has single player story. I do really recommend checking this out, the 2D version. If not, you can check out the VR version also. And so yeah, thanks for watching, guys.